That's the fun part. Getting this heavy thing up in there and getting bolts started in it. Okay guys, you want to see what's wrong with our country? Here you go. See that? Made in China. $54 bearing for a round Baler. Case New Holland, made in China. It's time for this country to start building its own stuff. It's time for us to quit being dependent on China for everything. Hi guys, this morning we're going to have to work on the Baler. Had a bearing go out. I got it out of there yesterday. It's quite a project, but we got the roller out that the bearing was bad in finally, and it took quite a while to get that out, and then I had to go get parts, and that was a whole nother fiasco. They didn't have all the parts I needed. So this morning I finally got, I never was able to get all the parts I really wanted. I wanted to get the housings for the bearings so we wouldn't have to go through all the trouble of trying to get those old bearings out of the housings, but I guess that's what we're going to do today. I finally got one out last night. I'm going to get a puller and try to get the thing pulled out of the housing now. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to have you kind of watch what I'm doing, I guess. It was really hot yesterday. It's cooking our brains. The phone, I didn't think the phone was going to stay working properly anyway, so we didn't really video a lot of that. But I guess this morning, now we're going to go ahead and try to get that done. I don't know. Let me see if I can find my puller here. Like always, there's a lot of stuff in the way. Let's see here. Yeah, they're not in there. And they're not in there. Where are they? Okay, we got this one all together now. That just needs to tap back in there. Got the bearing inside the housing. Bearings in the housing, so that didn't work too bad. So that's how that works. This bolts into the side of the Baler, and then this bearing and housing fit inside the roller. So, and we'll show you how that all goes together here in a little bit. Probably I got to do the other one yet. I've got to get it put together. Here's our housing and our new bearing, our new Chinese bearing. It says PEER on them, P-E-E-R. P-E-E-R, PEER. And I've been reading, what I've been reading is these PEER bearings are not anywhere near as good as the old Fafners or Timkins or anything, but this is what all the big farm equipment companies are going to, I guess, because I was reading that John Deere is using them now in case, and everybody's using them. So I don't know. I'm sure they're their cheapest option is what it amounts to. They're, you know, source them out overseas, and then that's what we get. We get to do this kind of stuff on hot days when we need to be baling hay, because the companies are, you know, trying to save some dollars. That's why these balers are so cheap when you buy them, you know. So it saves them money and costs us money. That's the name of the game, you know. So when it comes to big equipment companies, it kind of just, they jerk my chain. That's why I run a lot of old stuff, because, you know, it's better than the new stuff, really. There's a lot, as long as it stays going, the quality of the parts back in the 70s and 80s, the 70s especially, early 80s, like the 986 and the 86 Series International, the 826, that tractor's never had a wrench on it from the engine back, you know. It's still got the original clutch in it, and TA, and everything's original in it, PTO. The engine was overhauled once, but you know, you can't get bearings nowadays anything like the quality of the old stuff. So I've run, you know, a lot of balers over the years. I've bought new balers, I don't know, 6, 8, 10. I probably had 10 or 12 round balers in my life. And really, up until the last several years with these newer ones, we never had this much bearing trouble. But we do now. You know, this baler's only got like 7,000 bales through it, which, you know, sounds like a lot, but that's really not that much. You get in heavy hay, it doesn't take long to make a lot of bales, so, you know, it just really hasn't run that much. And it's in decent shape. I mean, I just bought it, but it looks like it's been shedded all the time. It's not like it's been out in the rain. But I don't know. Anyway, quality is a thing of the past, it seems like. So we'll go on and try to get this next one put together. Alright, I think we're there on that one now. Looks like. Now I gotta get the end cap from outside. It's still out there. I had a heck of a time getting it off, so I gotta go get it. Now we're gonna go get the roller out here, and we're gonna put these end caps in it. This is the roller the belts run on. There's a bunch of these rollers in a round baler. They hold the belts roll, go around on them, and they hold the belts in the position that they need to be to make the bale inside. So anyway, we got to get this cleaned up because it's pretty dirty in the ends here. I got to go get my WD-40 and kind of get those cleaned up so we can try to drive the bearings inside in. Hang on. Alright, we'll just kind of clean these out with a little WD-40 and run a rag around in there and make sure that where that's going to seat is as clean as we can get it. See, those bearings that we put go in the end of this, there's a ring around in there that's the seat for the bearing. It's machined bigger on the outside than the inside a little bit. On the end it's machined bigger inside than it is on down in there. So there's a ridge there that bearing seats against right in there. So I want to make sure that that's clean around that ridge, so that bearing will end up seating down straight. Because if it doesn't, it'll put things in a little bit of a bind. All the things you gotta do to make sure the bearings last as long as they can. So you want to make sure that ridge is nice and clean, so that bearing just goes right down against it. Get the end cap off and put some WD-40 in here on this. And let's put oil on everything. Makes it all hopefully slide together a little better. It's just gonna go right in there. Good deal. Nothing to it. All right. Now I'll do the same thing on the other end. Okay. Now we got both ends together. Put this in here. Make sure it's seated. And there we go. Our roller is ready to put back in the baler. That's the fun part. Getting this heavy thing up in there and getting bolts started in it, that's going to be the fun part. I devised a plan to get it out. I put a couple of ratchet straps around the roller above this roller, and then kind of made a sling for this roller with those to hold it when I took the bolts out. So now I'm going to have to put this back in the baler and thread it up into my sling, my ratchet straps, to hold it, and then hopefully swing it up to where it's supposed to be and get the bolts in. I'm hoping it fits tight enough in there that it doesn't just swing freely. That's unlikely, but hopefully that will work. We'll see. So we'll go do that. So as you can see, I have a couple of ratchet straps up in there that have come unhooked. The one has. So I'm going to have to get in there and fix that. But this roller goes right up about there. You can see where it was on the belts right in there. So I have to figure out how to get it in there and get it up there and the bolts put in. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if I can put you in the baler here. Yeah, you ought to be able to see most of the show from there. Alright, I better get this ratchet strap hooked back together so that I can get my roller in it. Not real sure why that came apart, but it did. Like that, then maybe it won't as much. Okay. This might be interesting, guys. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go get the roller and I'll get it in here to start with. Time to fight the beast. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Getting your feet in the right spots in this thing is the first challenge. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be fun. There's nowhere to hang on to in here, guys. It's really a deal. Falling backwards, yeah. this one in. There we go. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard being me sometimes. Okay. Now, I just need to get it where it was. Now, will that stay there? Heck no. Okay. This is where I need somebody on the outside, but I don't have anybody. So, Yep. I was really hoping that would just stay there. But it's not going to, of course. Okay. Ingenuity, guys. We gotta figure it out. So I'm hoping I can push that up in there and stick this 2x4 in here to hold it. I don't know if that's gonna work, but worth a try. Let's see how that works. Well, 2x4 ain't long enough. Well, put it down there. Closer. There we go. There. Look at that ingenuity. All right. Now, I wonder if we can back a little bit like such. I wonder if that'll match. If that's matching anything out there. We'll go see. Alright, nobody move. Nobody move. Oh, we're close. Yeah. there you go. It's in there. Now all we gotta do is adjust it. Those holes are slotted. That's the roller that adjusts the tracking of the belt. So we gotta get it, I gotta get it in the right spot. But the bolts are started in the holes and it is in there. We're gonna be ready to bail in not very long. If I can get my 2x4 out here. There we go. We gotta get the straps off of it. So it'll come down in the slot. You guys ever have a ratchet strap that worked? I never have. They don't ever work where it's there we go. Alright. Now we're good. Okay. Well, I guess the only thing left to get out of here is you guys. Don't want to leave you in here. That wouldn't be good. See, these are the bolts, and they're slotted holes. So you can see where they were, so I got to just slide that down and tighten it up. So we'll do that. There we go. Baler's fixed. She's looking good. You got that bolt right there in the same place where it used to be, tightened down. Same way on the other side over here. It's right there. You can see right where it was, and then I got her right back where it was. So we should be good to go now. Got you guys out of the inside of the baler. Got the straps out of there. Got the 2x4 out of there. So I guess we'll just put the tension back on the belts and shut the gate and see if it runs. See what it sounds like. All right.